Hey everyone, hope you're all doing okay and welcome back to the first race of Season 2 in this My Team series. So if you saw qualifying yesterday, we actually did alright. We actually qualified P15, I think it was. But yeah, let's go to Crofty quickly and find out where everyone else qualified. Over to you, Crofty.
Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Carlos Sainz, and Norris, Perez, Ocon, Stroll, and Roman Grosjean, Hubert, Ricciardo, Alexander Albon, Wang, Leclerc, Magnussen, George Russell, and Nobuharu Matsushita. Latifi, De Vries, Giovinazzi, and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh, good. So we just got a brand new teammate and they've already taken a penalty and they're starting last on their first Grand Prix for us. Great. But in the good news, that kind of means we're up to P14, but the likelihood of both us scoring points now is really slim. Anyway, let's quickly check out the pit strategy and then we can go racing. Alright, so the pit strategy, obviously we have free reign of choice of tyres, which ones we want to start on. But we did decide, or we have decided to start rather, on the soft tyre till lap 10, and then we're going to put on the hard tyre for the rest of the race. Alright, so that's everything done. Let's go racing at the Australian Grand Prix. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, engine revved, and away we go. Not a bad start at all, as we're already looking like we've got Alex Albon in the Ferrari. We're going to get Hubert. Is that Ricciardo going up the inside? We have to put on the brakes very early as Ricciardo goes flying, as there is a piece of carbon fibre. I'm not sure if that was Ricciardo or Stroll. Possibly one of those two, as Ricciardo came out of nowhere, dive bombing. Absolutely fantastic to see that. As we're looking up the inside, yes we are. So we're going to take Grosjean. See, I told you Grosjean's in the game, if you saw yesterday's episode. He definitely is in the game, you just can't see his avatar for some reason. So yeah, already up to P10, so we've made 4 places already. What a start. And we're currently behind the pink Mercedes of Lance Stroll, and Grosjean is already a second behind us, so he's going very slow. Possibly he picked up the damage? We'll have a look in a bit after we complete this first lap, but yeah, he's going very slow for some reason, as we are actually sticking with the pink Mercedes of Lance Stroll, which is good to see. So our pace is very early on, obviously. We haven't completed a lap yet, as I think we took out that bollard as well through that chicane. You kind of can get away with corner cutting that a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to take the mick too much, as you will get a penalty. But yeah, so far, I cannot complain. It's a very tidy lap. And obviously, we're getting a bit of a gap behind. So it must have been Grosjean that's got damage, as he's already 2.5, nearly 3 seconds behind us already. As there is a bit of a train forming already, as the Mercedes boys have already checked out, which is crazy. As you can see, Bottas did a fastest lap of a 1:27. But yeah, at the end of lap 1, we are P10. But let's go and have a look and see what actually happened at the beginning of the race. So here we are on board Grosjean in his new AlphaTauri, and he has just gone flying into the back of, I assume that's Esteban Ocon, which is a weird move. And on board Ricciardo, he's looking up the outside, obviously not going on the grass. He learnt his lesson from when he was in his Renault days. And wow, what a move. And did he hit? No, he didn't. What a move, Danny Ricciardo. Take a bow. Love to see that. I'm hoping that on the new one, they are a bit more aggressive. From what I think some of the other guys were saying, Arava and Ben were saying, they do look a lot more aggressive, which is good to see, because they're a little bit tame on this one. But yeah, anyway, back to the racing. We are currently on lap 6 and we are holding our own. So as you can see, we're still only half a second behind the pink Mercedes of Stroll, and Ocon is 2 seconds behind us. So yeah, our pace is looking very good as we are coming up to the end of lap 8. And as you can see, Ocon is nearly 3 seconds behind us. So our pace is great at the moment, as that was Carlos Sainz coming into the pits, and also the car in front of us of Lance Stroll. So that is quite an early stop compared to what we're doing. I say that, I think we're pitting on lap 10. So it's a couple of laps early. But yeah, the good news was that we also weren't really dropping too far back from the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo as well. So yeah, our pace looks very good here this weekend, as a few more cars are actually coming into the pits now. And I didn't see how many that was, but Ricciardo stayed out and he's still in front of us. So we're actually up to 4, which is ridiculous. Obviously, a lot of cars have stopped, so that's not our true position, as we are due to stop this lap. So, yeah, maybe some cars are trying the undercut, I don't know. But on our in lap, we had a bit of a moment there. So we actually lost about 0.4 of a second through that, and it obviously didn't help going on the grass there as well. So we did lose a little bit of time, which obviously is never ideal to do on your in lap or out lap even, as you're going to lose that time to cars that are also going quicker than you as well. So it's never ideal, as we do come into the pits, and I think that is Pierre Gasly in the, I was going to say Alfa Romeo, but it's not. He doesn't even drive for Alfa Romeo in real life. He drives for AlphaTauri. I'm not sure why I would have thought that. But in we come to our pit stop. We put the hard tyres on, and it's an awfully slow pit stop. That's 3.2 seconds. I'm not sure why it was so slow, but hey. And we have come out behind. That is Checo Perez in P10. So where were we before? Were we P10 before? I think so. God, my brain is not working today. But yeah, that is Lando Norris behind us, who we need to keep an eye on, as he was definitely in front of us. So I think we've actually jumped a few cars here, as that is a Ferrari going really slow. So that's actually Charles Leclerc. So he's on the medium tyres, and he seems to be going really slow. That's not how fast the new Ferrari is, surely. As we are going round the outside. Oh, we actually hit him there. I'm not fully sure what happened there. We just sort of went into the back of him. He did move over a little bit, and I just don't think I realised how close he was. I don't think there was any damage though. I did actually check. There wasn't any damage, although I didn't show that. There definitely wasn't any damage. But yeah, a weird move there. As we have a bit of a moment on the last corner. We did well to hold that, but we've lost a lot of time. As Perez is now over a second in front of us, and Lando Norris behind in that McLaren is much closer. And we're going to have to do our best to try and keep him behind, as he's going a lot quicker than us. And he's also our new rival, if you didn't see that at the end of yesterday's episode as well. So we definitely want to stay ahead of him. As Antoine Hubert actually stops, and we move up to 8th now. So yeah, we could be on for some decent points. If we can hold this, that would be like a great result for us. As we're on lap 15, coming up to the back of Sergio Perez. So we're only like half a second behind Sergio Perez, which is crazy really, as there is yellow flags. And that is, I think that's Lando going slow behind us. He's already dropped 2 seconds behind, so it must be Lando. It is, yeah, look, see, Lando's literally pulled off at the back there. We're going to have a quick look at that, as it's just been confirmed, and see what happened. So he's come out of the chicane. And yeah, I think the engine's just gone. Is there any smoke? No, so there's no smoke. He's still got the DRS working. Just a mechanical failure, I guess. It'd be cool if it could tell us actually what happened. But yeah, Lando Norris, our rival, is out of the Grand Prix, which is great news for us, as he was all over the back of us, and I think he was just basically waiting for a mistake to happen. Which wasn't ideal for us, because I probably would make a little mistake every now and then. I made a few mistakes already, so he probably would have got us. So the fact that he's out is great news for us. And coming on to lap 19, and we're still behind. Whoa, what's that? Pierre Gasly's had a big engine failure in, surprise, surprise, a Renault. Seriously, what is going on with these Renault engines? They are awful. And here we are on board Pierre Gasly, and that is a big engine fart, and that is a lot of smoke. So on the first race of the new season, and that's Pierre Gasly in a Renault already out, which is mad. And what is Carlos Sainz doing? Carlos has come to a stop. Is he out as well? What is going on? So he's got going again. He's just lost 2 places. What on earth has Carlos Sainz just done? So here we are. What's he doing? Wow, he stopped. Why has he stopped? He literally slowed right down. See, I don't know how they've got past in there. That's under yellow flags. So surely they should have given that back. Anyway, that is the weirdest thing. Maybe he was just checking to see if his buddy Gasly was alright. I don't know, but how weird was that? Anyway, Sainz has lost 2 places there. So we now got Alex Albon and Hubert behind us. And as you can see there, yeah, what lap are we on now? We've just gone on to lap 24. And Sainz has already got past them. But more importantly, look how far Checo Perez is ahead of us. He's 7 seconds ahead of us. So Gasly's engine blew up on lap 19. So he is gaining basically a second a lap. So that is the true pace of that car. which shows that they've literally been held up most of the race by Gasly, which is crazy. Our main concern though is Sainz behind us. As you can see, we're on the last couple of corners now, but he did get quite close. We've got about 4 seconds behind us, but there just wasn't enough time for Sainz to really get close enough to us. And unbelievably, on our first race in Season 2 at Australia, we are going to come home P6. What a result for the first race of Season 2. Was not expecting big points like that today, but what a result. P6 for us. And Danny Ricciardo gets driver of the day at his home Grand Prix. Go on, Danny. As Valtteri Bottas wins yet again. So the reigning champion gets off to a flying start, as there he is on the podium with the trophy, with his teammate Lewis Hamilton there as well. And I think that's the Australian flag. So Danny Ricciardo, yeah, he did. He broke the curse and got on the podium. What a result for Ricciardo. And as you can see, confirmation there. So Bottas, Hamilton and Ricciardo. Go on, Ricciardo. That's a great result for him. And yeah, so Red Bull got 3 and 4. Mercedes 1 and 2. Perez 5th. Us 6th. What a result for us. Sainz did a 2-stopper. So that's why he was actually finished behind us. But he was going very quickly. He did a 122.8 compared to our 124.2 as his fastest lap. So he was flying. Stroll was 8th. Hubert, what a result on your debut. In P9, what a result. And Alex Albon managed to squeeze into P10 and get a point on his Ferrari debut. So yeah, debuts all around, not too bad. Obviously except for Kvyat, who got 14th, but starting from the back of the grid, that's not too bad. So looking further down, obviously at the bottom there, you've got Lando Norris, who didn't finish, as did Pierre Gasly. So obviously big result for us with that. Lando didn't finish for our rivalry. Anything else? Ocon down in 16th. Renault were flying yesterday in qualifying, so I'm not sure what happened in the race. Obviously, one of the engines blew up and one was probably close to blowing up, wouldn't surprise me. And Nobahari finished 15th, so that's pretty good for our old teammate, just behind our current teammate. And yeah, there it is, the rivalry breakdown. We got 3 points to Lando's 1, and so we are currently leading this rivalry 4-3. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this first race of Season 2. What a result for us. P6, was not expecting that. Also, Danny Ricciardo in that Red Bull had a great race. Coming third, very happy for him. If he could do that in real life this season in the McLaren, that would be so cool. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then drop a like on it. If you didn't, obviously drop a dislike on it. If you have any questions or comments or just want to say hi, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And finally, if you want to see more content like this by me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alrighty then, I've been Jumbo and I'll catch you guys in the next one.